And our word for today on this Thursday of the 8th week of Ordinary Time, this Thursday, May the 30th, our words for today, take courage. Take courage, our words for today, from our gospel reading from the Gospel of Mark, chapter 10. As Jesus was leaving Jericho with his disciples and a sizable crowd, Bartimaeus, a blind man, the son of Timaeus, sat by the roadside begging. On hearing that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." And many rebuked him, telling him to be silent. But he kept calling out all the more, "Son of David, have pity on me." Jesus stopped and said, "Call him." So they called the blind man, saying to him, "Take courage, get up. Jesus is calling you." He threw aside his cloak, sprang up, and came to Jesus. Jesus said to him in reply, "What do you want me to do for you?" The blind man replied to him, "Master, I want to see." Jesus told him, "Go your way, your faith has saved you." Immediately he received his sight, and he followed him on the way. Immediately he received his sight, and he followed him on the way. Brothers and sisters, he received something far more important than his sight. He followed Jesus on the way. Jesus said to him, "What do you want from me? What do you want me to do for you?" He said, "I want to see." He gave him sight, brothers and sisters. He gave him physical sight, but he gave him a gift far greater than that. He gave him spiritual sight. He had just been healed. We see what happens with so many who are healed. They go off in this direction. They go off in that direction. Bartimaeus went off in the direction of Jesus. He followed Jesus. And Bartimaeus' call is a little bit different. He knows that Jesus is coming, and he is the one crying out, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." He already has faith. He already has an understanding of who this man is. Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me. And those around Jesus are discouraging him. "Shut up. You're sitting on the side of the road. We've got more important things to do. We're on our way." Now, Jesus is coming from Jericho with his disciples and a sizable crowd. So it's not just Jesus and his disciples. There's a sizable crowd that has come along with them. And it's almost like they're saying to Jesus, "Look, we've been following you. We've gone through everything it takes to be able to hear from you, to be able to benefit from your presence. We don't want to hear from this guy who's sitting on the side of the road, and all of a sudden he's going to come in and be the center of attention here. Be quiet. We've got things to do with our master," they're saying, basically. And Bartimaeus says, "You know what? You can tell me to be quiet all you want. I am going to cry out until I can cry out no longer. Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." Brothers and sisters, there are many, many naysayers in our world. I hate to say it. There are a lot of naysayers in our church, in the body of Christ. It doesn't mean that they're not members of the body of Christ. It just means they're naysayers. Doesn't mean they don't have a relationship with the Lord. Just means I'm not going to listen to them. I know the power of my God. I know what he asks each of us to do is to be made new and to invite others to be made new. I have seen God work in such powerful ways. I cannot be talked out of it. And so I cry out in my own life, in my own brokenness, in my own unwillingness to follow him completely. In those areas where I carry about great pain and scars, I call out in my own life, "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me." And the one who will call out next to me, like the crowd did there, "Leave the master alone. He's got more important things to do than you." That's the evil one speaking. And I tell him the same thing that Bartimaeus said. I just continue to cry out to Jesus. I ignore that voice, and I cry out to Jesus. "Jesus, Son of David, have pity on me, a sinner. I need your help. I need your restoration. I want to see. I want to see." And so I hear the voice of the Lord saying to me, "Take courage, get up, and keep coming to me." Take courage, our words for today.